Okay, I'm making this video because I just saw the brand new Disney Pixar movie, Hoppers. Okay, so I want to make something abundantly clear before I begin. I am a dad, I am a father, I am a really good guy. I am not here to ruin your day, and I am not here to tell you that Disney's an evil company, but just listen to the words that I have to say. Okay. The way that they make this movie appear, like they do all Disney movies, is that they start with a happy beginning, there's a really big conflict in the middle, and then something really bad seems like it's about to happen, and then the conflict ends, just like any other story. But in this specific movie, the conflict just so happens to be that there is a girl who has a troubled childhood, and she ends up at this old lady's house, which happens to be her grandma, and her grandma teaches her that it's okay to be angry about things. What's most important is that you look at nature. And then this little girl starts to look at nature really closely and realizes that animals are really important. And then once she realizes the animals are super important, she starts to try to save them. So she goes, when she gets older, she goes to this thing where they're going to blow up this dam full of beavers, and she stops it because she cares about animals. So now she's a very like social justice warrior, right? And then at the end of it, or no, sorry, I'm not going to skip to the end. Let's keep going. So they tell her to get off, all this stuff, you know, it's the same thing over and over. You can't do this, these beavers like that. And at the same time, you can't be this high and mighty corporation and just control whatever you want to do, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So now this is where you have to take a breath, because a lot of Disney movies has set the scene like this before, and we don't have to get into the other ones. But again, Disney Pixar is not a bad company, okay? Disney Pixar is not a bad company. The people, it's the people that own the company that are the people with all the power, okay? So Disney's not a bad company. The people that work for Disney, probably not bad people. A lot of artists, a lot of creators, a lot of animators, they get the job done really well, okay? So the other part about it is strictly the fact that they know kids are going to see these movies with their parents, and it's all great, okay? So where it goes from there takes a little bit of a curve. You could call this a changeup or a fastball or a screwball. Doesn't really matter. It hits you out of nowhere, just like the entire movie does, okay? The little girl grows up to be a teenager, does these social justice warrior things, and then at the